You know that feeling when someone asks if you're okay and you say yes because technically nothing is wrong, but inside there's just nothing? Not sadness, not anxiety, just empty. Like you're going through the motions of your life while watching yourself from somewhere far away. Most people assume emptiness means depression, but this is different. You're not crying. You're not breaking down. You might even be smiling at work, laughing at jokes, responding to messages. But when you're alone, when the performance stops, there's just this quiet void where feelings should be. And the worst part? You can't explain it to anyone. Because how do you tell someone you feel nothing when nothing bad has happened? How do you describe the absence of something that should just naturally be there? Here's what's actually happening. Your mind has learned to disconnect from your emotions as a way of protecting you. At some point, maybe years ago, feeling too much became dangerous. Maybe you were hurt and no one noticed. Maybe you learned that your emotions made other people uncomfortable. Maybe you just got tired of feeling things that didn't change anything. So slowly, without realizing it, you started turning the volume down. Not just on pain, on everything. It's like your brain decided that the safest way to live was to stop letting things reach you, to observe your own life instead of living in it, to keep yourself at a distance from your own experience. Psychologists call this emotional numbing, but that phrase makes it sound like a choice. It's not. It's something that happens when you've spent too long managing other people's comfort, or protecting yourself from disappointment, or just trying to get through each day without falling apart. And here's the part nobody tells you. You can function perfectly like this. You can go to work, maintain relationships, accomplish things, seem completely fine to everyone around you. The emptiness doesn't stop you from doing life. It just stops you from feeling like you're actually in it. You might catch yourself in moments that should mean something and realize you're just numb to it. A beautiful sunset, a kind gesture, good news. They register in your mind as things you should feel something about, but the feeling never comes. Just the awareness that it should. It's exhausting in a way that's hard to explain. Because you're not actively doing anything, you're just existing. But existing without connection to your own emotions takes more energy than most people realize. You start to notice how much of your life is performance. The smile when someone tells you good news, the concern when they're upset, the enthusiasm about plans you don't actually care about. None of it is real. It's all just the appropriate response played on cue, while inside you remain completely still. And this is where it gets painful. The emptiness starts to feel like who you are. You begin to wonder if maybe you've always been this way. If maybe there's just something fundamentally different about you that makes you unable to feel things the way other people do. If maybe everyone else is experiencing life in full color while you're stuck in grayscale. You watch people get excited about small things and wonder what that's like. To actually feel joy over something simple. To want something badly enough that it hurts. To miss someone when they're gone instead of just noticing their absence. But here's what's actually true. The emptiness isn't who you are. It's what happened to protect who you are. Somewhere underneath that numbness, you're still there. The version of you that feels things deeply. Too deeply, probably. The version that learned to shut down because the alternative was too overwhelming. The emptiness is a wall you built between yourself and a world that felt like too much. And walls don't come down just because you want them to. They come down slowly, in moments when you feel safe enough to let something reach you again. Sometimes it happens in unexpected places. A song that breaks through. A moment of genuine connection with someone. Something small that catches you off guard and reminds you what it feels like to actually feel. It won't be dramatic, it won't fix everything, but it proves that you're not broken, just protected. The hardest thing about emptiness is that it feels permanent, like you'll never get back to whoever you were before you learned to feel nothing. But emotions don't disappear, they just wait. For safety, for permission, for a reason to believe it's okay to exist again. You're not empty because you're incapable of feeling. You're empty because you felt too much, and no one taught you how to hold it. That's not the same thing.